Watch how reverse speech analysis proves that the NFL commissioner is lying, that he is not so much loyal to the flag, but this is about politics. Let's start with a few shorts on this topic. Watch this.
Strongly about our country and our pride, and we're going to continue to do. And we're going to continue to do.
As we will see here, you have messed with government, and there is no going back.
Well, listen, I understand we're focusing on what we can do and what we should be doing as an NFL. I think we have a
and deep down, you know it. Watch his facial expression the instant that the reversal starts.
Great opportunity here with our players to
This is how you do it, isn't it? Don't call it politics. Then start voting for meekness. Then screw up our American culture with liberal policies. That was the entire goal to begin with. So here we have vote for meekness.
Well, I think one of the things we need to keep a focus
and then again start the manipulation with making it all about you.
Is, again, we believe that our
Then how does this phony, dishonest NFL commissioner do it? Well, he has coffee with each of the football players and with the bureaucracy until they swallow it.
Important part of our game and our moments, and we believe in that. I think we also have to keep focus on this.
Just like so many politicians, liberals and both sides of the aisle, you just keep talking until things are so confusing that you get your way. What is the result here? You're going to see. And I do it to F you all.
We have about 6 or 7 players that are involved with this protest at this point. And this is something that what we tried to do is deal with the
You speak with eloquence, you act like you know so much, but watch how obstinate and condescending that this man gets when someone asks him a question.
underlying issue and understand what it is that they're protesting and try to address that matter. And so let me finish if you can.
the NFL commissioner's arrogance continues. He leads the way. He knows what's best while he has political aspirations of his own.
So the important thing for us is to be able to do that,
Oh, and wait a minute. I thought this was not supposed to be about politics.
and take that opportunity to make real differences in our community and
Yep, it's all about you, isn't it? And now, from now on, the NFL will never be the same.
That is really what's going to ultimately be
Deep down, you're ashamed and you are nervous about what you're doing, but you keep it covered up with your arrogance, changing our American culture. How dare you?
the important aspect for us long term, because this is a long-term issue.
Then there's fans that stand up and speak out against what's happening to their game, what's happening to their nation, what you're taking from them. But what you do is you get mad, don't you?
I understand where our fans feel about this issue, and we feel the same way about the importance of our flag, about the importance of patriotism, and I believe our players feel that way. They will state to you, and they have stated to everyone,
But you're lying. You lie. And you're taking a good situation and making it very, very sad.
They are not doing this in any way to be disrespectful to the flag, but they also understand how it's being interpreted, and that's why we're trying to.
Here's some more of your pompous arrogance.
Right here. You said you want the players to stand, and there's been no change to the game operations manual. My question is, what happens if an owner who still feels that he can discipline a player for taking a knee? What response will we see from the league if that were to happen?
Well, Jim, we just had
your own voice with reverse speech analysis is telling us that is all a myth. It is a myth you're telling us.
2 days of conversations with our owners, of which, this was a fair amount of the conversation. And I think And I think
Politics, while you say it is not about politics.
I think our clubs all see this the same way.
Don't you think the public's smart enough to see it, that you're taking some cause for power? We can see through it.
That we want our players to stay
But then when the fans rise up and are angry about what you're doing to them in their sport and their nation for your own political reasons, that's in your plan also, because you accuse the fans of being vicious and you play that as a pawn in your politics.
And we're going to continue to encourage them to stand, and we're going to continue to work on these issues in the community. We'll address issues. I can't. We want to make sure they understand our perspective of what we're doing, and in fact, if they can help us, we want them to help us.
There is much more reverse speech analysis in this interview, about 40 other reversals that I've done, but I cannot quite complete them as I'm busy in a psychological private practice business I have. That takes a lot of my time for me to continue to provide this message on this topic of the NFL commissioner and the kneeling or standing for the U.S. flag. I'm going to need responses from people saying they really want me to put the time in it and finish this thing. Thank you, folks, very much. Bye-bye.